This is Michigan Football at the Voice of College Football. My name is Farris, and today we're going to do a Smash the Numbers episode that has to do with win probability and will Michigan make the playoffs. Let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and smash the numbers with data that we have. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Phil Steele. He did an analysis. You can go to his website on the probability of winning a game outright when a team is a favorite or an underdog. So I've taken these numbers. This may be a really good time to do a screenshot if you're kind of interested in this kind of data. Because it allows you to translate between the point spread and the probability that a team will win the game. Okay, so I've taken these numbers, and then what I've done is I have looked up all of the points spreads. Some of them are available, and some of them are not. Some of them are from ESPN, some of them from other sources. So this will evolve over time as we get to the actual line for each game. But we do have, at least from multiple sources, we do have lines for Fresno State, Texas, USC, Washington, Oregon, and Ohio State. So I've used those. I've also projected that Minnesota, Illinois, Michigan State, Indiana, and Northwestern, all of those, Michigan will be 20-point favorites. Of course, you could argue that they should be less than 20-point favorites or maybe more than 20-point favorites for each of those games, but I'm kind of holding the line there. Arkansas State, I put that as a 43-point favorite. So using those numbers and using the actual line, I'm just going to quickly go through the games. We've got Fresno State, 90% win probability. Then I've got the expected number of losses after the game. So 90% win probability, 0.1 loss after the game is the prediction, right? So keeping going here, Texas is a 3.5-point favorite. That translates to a 35% win probability. And we keep going. Arkansas State 99, USC 80, 10.5 points. Minnesota, Washington, Illinois, and Michigan State, all of those are in the 91% win probability. Oregon, Indiana, Northwestern, Ohio State. So we go through everything, and what we're doing is we're trying to figure out the expected number of losses after these games occur. We go all the way down this list, and we see the first loss would occur, on average, the first loss would occur somewhere around the Minnesota game. The second loss would occur somewhere around the Northwestern game, and we don't quite get to 3 losses. Now, 2.74 is the number that I came up with. 2.74 losses equals 9.26 wins. Obviously, we can't have fractions of games, but if that occurred, I think Michigan makes the playoffs. Obviously, we need to get to 10 wins, 2 losses, because we need a round number there. 9-3, gray area, probably less than 50-50 chance that Michigan gets in. 10 wins, they do get in. All right, so now we take that 2.74 losses. How does that come? It comes from an expected loss from Texas, Oregon, and OSU, 1.91. So just under 2 losses out of those 3 games. And the expected losses from other games, just under 1 loss from those other games. So I did some analysis here where the probability to win each of those games, the expected losses just from the big 3, and assuming we win out the other games. So the probability to win at least one of those 3 games based on my analysis, and you can kind of do a screenshot here, but basically what I'm doing is I'm taking those probabilities and I am trying to figure out what is the overall probability to win one of those games. So probability to win the first game, probability to win 1 out of the 2 games, probability to win 1 out of 3 games. And what do I come up with? I come up with a number of 75%. So there's a 75% chance that Michigan is going to win at least 1 out of Texas, Oregon, OSU. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, I gave you the hypothesis 10-2 will get them in. There's a 2.74 expected loss, but less than 2 of those come from OSU, Oregon, and Texas. So what does that mean? 75% chance to win at least 1 of those. So go ahead and do that. Please just win 1 out of those 3. Then they need to run the table with all of the other games. So easier said than done, but it is realistic that Michigan can get to 10-2. What's really exciting is for us as fans is we have that opportunity. It's right there. It's just on the borderline of kind of 50-50, maybe slightly less than 50-50 chance that Michigan can do this. Should be a really exciting season because every game matters that much more. Let me know if I missed anything. I will revise this as we have actual lines. And if you have any other sources or if you have any suggestions for what we should do with Smash the Numbers, please leave a comment below.